Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister. Before I continue this message, donations, 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 gifts, gifts, gifts. More gifts. More gifts.
Hey, yo. I'm launching a new coin. I'm a builder. So make sure you support.
What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? See DJ and Doug in the boat. DJ Doug. Bong bong. I was about to say DJ Doug in the bong. In the bong bong. What's up, DJ? DJ and Dougie. What's up? Jason Smith, how's it going? How y'all doing, man? How's your day treating you so far? Elliot in the building, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know? DJ and Dougie said, it's not your money. How about that? It's not your money. Huh? Hey, you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. BuildYourRug.pull. My goodness, bro. You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. This. Oh my goodness, man. Noonie, what's up? What's up? What's up? He said, great work. You're doing great work. You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, you took it back, right? It's from the bong. That Cypress Hill fire. Remember that was 30 years ago or something like that? More than 30 years ago. It's from the bong. Dating myself. I hear you, man. DJ and Dougie, bong bong. Noonie says, one sack. I know, right? Shoot. BuildYourRug.pull. You know, you got one-stop shop services. You know what I mean? Like, you need a rug built today? You need a rug built? You need it built today? Come to BuildYourRug.pull. We got everything you need. Feels like someone is hustling you on the street. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, back in the days, back in the rookies, back in the days, people used to walk around, generally not people, but men used to walk around with overcoats, big overcoats and raincoats in crowded areas and crowded locales. Like, for example, over here in New York, you go to Times Square. Back in the 70s and 80s, Times Square was a dangerous place to be. And that's what also made it exciting. For, like, if you're a kid, you know what I'm saying? You're watching all kind of dregs of society there. And dudes with raincoats on the low will just open up one side of their coat. Da-dow! And you see it nothing but like a store inside their coat. Watches, right? A slew of watches on one side. The other side, it'd be something else that only adults could understand. I was a kid watching. You know, you got, you know, one-stop shop operations out here. You know, if you could plug in with, like, this is how amazing you guys are, doing a great job. You could plug in with like a couple developers. You know, you leverage your popularity. that you built off of slaving, like not even slaving, like you convinced a certain crypto community, Hex Pulse Chain, to like you. You leverage that. You build your Twitter account incessantly. You want to act like the best guy that deserves all your love. You want to act like the best crypto person that deserves all the love from the community. You do that. You build your thing up. You look like you're doing something. You look like you're about something. Meanwhile, you're about nothing but you. You connect with a couple promoters. You connect with a couple devs and programmers. You could edit subpar. Subpar. And all of a sudden now, you see the lane is so wide open to make money. You leverage your popularity off of the community. And now you use that as a tool. You use that as a tool to work against the people that helped show you love. This is where we're at, people. This is you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. Talk about taking kindness for weakness, because it's the Wild Wild West. There's no reprisal. There's no recourse if you lost your bread, if you get scammed. There's no recourse. These people just look at you and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. You should have, not put in more than you could afford to lose." Not financial advice, by the way. Did you do your own research? They're not going to cut you a check. They're not going to throw you a bag. They're not going to ask you for your address to throw you a bag to recover from your loss. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. But then, because time has passed by and they continue to remain to, do streams and be likable and jump on other panels and this and that and groups and Telegram groups, and this is what it is, and they want to, foster loyalty and trust and all this good stuff. They rock you all to sleep. Because after a while, you look at them and you say, "Yo, this person right here is trustworthy. Whatever they say holds weight." People, don't get bamboozled and hoodwinked. Don't get tricked out here, man. It's Saturday for some people. Some people, it's Sunday already. Don't let this weekend pass by and for you to believe that you don't have a say in your financial future. Like you have no control. No, because you gave these grifters your control. Take it back. Reclaim it. Don't believe these people, y'all. Don't believe these people. They people don't know what they don't know. But if you've been around this last year, I'll give it just the last year, you would see a lot of ups and down, up things that are upside down, backwards, that make absolutely no sense. But then you're told, you hear, you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. Yo, I had to go back in the Christmas stream and really listen to that, like the part when he said that. And I'm like, yo, did he really say they're doing great work? Did I hear him say that? And like I do all too well, I fumble up and jumble up the words, but the context is the same. It's not great work, but what he said was You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. Ay, shit. I can't. Yo, man, check this out, man. Let me go through the chat real quick. Salute y'all because listen, man. Listen, man. We're not having this big. Oh, wow. Noonie brought it back to Big Apple token. Wow. You brought it back. You see? Empire State token, Big Apple dividends. That was 4 years ago. Last Shinanin, right? Another project, right? That was 2023. I didn't launch anything, by the way, guys. I was just, talking about, hey, yeah, coins that could be launched to fleece the Hex community, Pulse Chain community. Sure. That was years ago. The narrative hasn't. We're in 2025 now. And for a lot of these people that your man said are amazing and they're doing a great job, the narrative hasn't changed. You would have thought that, damn, that was back then. Remember how the community would just be ran through by a bunch of scammers? Remember those days where there was nothing but rug pull after rug pull? Oh, man. Wasn't that a time when all them grifters were around? Remember them days? Yeah, I do. Why? Because it's actively happening in the present. Not because it's something of the past. It's something of the past and the present and the not so distant future, because it's not going to stop. Yo, that's crazy, bro. He said Big Apple token. I forgot about Noonie. You in the building. You understand, Noonie. Noonie understand. Noonie understand, man. Oh, Jason Smith. Why are you on this type of time this early in the stream? We on this type of time. Let's talk about it. Westcott, I see you, man. Great work. You guys are doing amazing. You're doing a great job. That's terrible. That is terrible. That oh man, keep you from crying, bro. Creep shows galore. Finbear, what's going on, Finbear? In the building. Finbear's in the building. We're gonna talk about the energies elsewhere, though. Sagamore in the building. Haven't seen you in a minute. What's goody? What's going on? Oh man, yeah, it's just great work. It's constant great work. It's been great work. It's BuildYourRug.pull. Great work. Build your, it's what it is, man. Big GZ, what's happening? He said Cross Island coin. What's going on, Checks? Welcome to the Pulse Chain. We love you. Right. Big sign. Look both ways before you cross. Should you take your energies elsewhere? Nobody cares. Right? Nobody absolutely cares about your energy. When people say stuff, listen, man, I saw that post and I was like, listen, the dog and pony show. This is a dog and pony situation, man. And in this case, a horse and pony show from somebody who started out talking to everybody about how much of a staunch advocate they were, being a maxi for Richard Harden, et cetera, et cetera. And then you switch up, you fix your grill and have no shame launching a token. And it's not about launching a token, but what has your token done for Pulse Chain and the community at large? I'm not talking about your insiders that got in early. And I'm not talking about how you exposed one of the founders and influencers here, one of the conference founders, and you said that he invested 10K and made 100K from the launch because the thing went up 10x. and you were prideful in describing how that was a gain, that was a win in and of itself. Meanwhile, other people can't say that, and they support it. This is. You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. This is the crap we hear. This is the observation. I am now more so inclined than ever. Me, and that's just me. To believe. Richard Hart can't be the one doing these tweets and posts sometimes. Like, you can't be, bro. You can't be. You can't be. You can't be in charge of your account like that. Like, maybe you are, but things are all. I don't know. I can't trust none of that. Who you gonna trust? I can't trust none of that. AI. He got clips. They got clips of him floating through. Shout out to the what's that collective from the Pulsion community that made clips of Richard. Funny clips. They're funny as hell. Very creative. And it's with his voice talking. It sounds exactly like Richard. Like, you couldn't even tell the difference. So how am I supposed to believe everything that I hear and see on the internet is what it's supposed to be? I don't believe. I don't have. And then and especially after this sentiment about you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. Sir, and again, I said this like who's he referring to that's doing a great job? Like, who's he referring to? Who? People who've been, marketing their own nondescript tokens under the guise of being leaders? Huh? You got people who like jumped on a conference, and it was brought to my attention because I didn't watch the conference this week. It's brought to my attention that the sponsors of the conference, the main one, your man Pumpernickel. Of course, he's like a troll, right? Pumpernickel is a troll, and you know how like you label, you characterize, you identify who you are, so like right here at the bottom of the screen, right here to the bottom right, your left, my left too as well, or whatever. It says Crypto Wonder. Pumpernickel's bottom left, bottom whatever on his screen, it was like he described himself as being a Unity Maxi, a V1 Unity Maxi. Unity meaning the scam that took place 2 weeks ago. Already been 2 weeks, y'all. Not this week, but the previous week. That he was a Unity Maxi. You know how many people lost money? And then like it's like you rubbing it into, right? That whole insensitive troll, not care because you're already rich from the backs of the people throwing millions at you and your sacrifice. That's who you got. That's who you had sponsoring the conference. And under, describing himself as a version 1 Unity Maxi. Was that funny to the people that contributed 7 million? Was that really funny? You talk about poor taste, right? This guy is a cornball, but y'all let him rock. What do I mean by let him rock? It's because you can't really stop people from entering and exiting and doing anything in something that's DeFi and that's wide open, right? You can't stop people. But you can disengage. Right? Y'all engage. Y'all love the abuse. You know what I mean? Like, You love it. You support these people. Put them on a pedestal. That's right. It's Post TV. Post TV. That's right. Post TV got the clips of Richard. Man, very entertaining. And the clips of Richard in that clip, like they, do animation of Richard. Sounds just like him. Sounds just like him. Very uncanny. Very uncanny. Very uncanny. Things are different now, though. Things are a lot different. Things are a lot different. You're made to feel like if you want to just be dedicated in your plan, you have a plan and you want to stick to it and focus and concentrate on your plan. You're made to feel like, oh, you're wasting your time. You're dumb. You're ignorant. You're a fool. Meanwhile, now, from what I've also heard, through the internet timeline and grapevine, groups that used to call RH Maxis toxic while they were being identified as toxic are now going on spaces basically talking about they're no longer toxic. They need help because of a new DEX they have launched. Now you need support from the same people you used to basically shit on. And what I told y'all before already, these same people that would talk against RH publicly, smear his name, his campaign, his campaign actually, yes, and get on their own campaign to disrespect Richard Hart, are the same people that were also buying Richard Hart's coins. They're the same people that the community thought were like, isolated, the dregs of society. They're no good at all. They're toxic, all this and the same nonsense they talking, attacking Richard and Richard Hart supporters. While they're doing all that, they're accumulating his coins too, because they know their coins, they know where the real is at. They know where it's at. And now they're saying like they're backtracking and talking about they're no longer toxic and they want support because of a new iteration of a DEX they got going on that had a problem last summer. Come on, bro. Nobody got time. You're wasting people time. You're just doing that to get more money out of the community. Again, folks are just they taking from the same resource, same well, right? Same pool of same community. We've been like super exhausted. Super exhausted. Like, yo, enough. And these people have no problem reintroducing new DEXs, reintroducing new coins, reintroducing new tokens, reintroducing new grifts. They have no problem getting on a stream and reinforcing those objectives to the people, to remind you, to keep you programmed into believing in their stories and their narratives. It's like folks forgot. People are like now really saying, it's like people are unaware. They don't respect history. They're saying things like, for example, no, we're going back to energies. Let's go back to that before I finish the example I'm going to talk about. Let's go back to, oh, should you take energies elsewhere? Do whatever you want with your energies. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want with your energy. Because the problem about it too is to be indignant, right? Like if you say you're never going to launch a coin, you all about Richard Hart, this and that, and a few moments later, you launch a coin, you're on a campaign to launch a coin, and this is what you're doing, and you're not understanding why people are asking you questions, why people think that you contradict yourself and you're being a hypocrite, and you're indignant about it in your response. That shows everyone what type of person you are, that you don't care about people. You don't care about a community. You're not trying to bridge no rich community into Pulse. You don't care about any of that. That's just weak sauce. That's just hot air. That's nothing. That's just whatever word salad you want to, put out there to win the confidence of the people so they could believe in you more. Nonsense. 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 And would love to be recognized, because this is the type of person that every time he talk, he like notices how many views or how many likes. You're not a teenager. This is what, folks are just like, oh man, shout out to the 20 viewers. Let's smash the like button so maybe I can get 25 viewers. Come on, guys. How old are we? That doesn't substantiate your relevance. Who cares? Like, you performing for numbers and algorithms. You performing for that because you're not being genuine to you. And on top of that, you double talking. You were once one thing, and now you became something else because you updated your worldview. Okay, anybody could change. Everyone has a right to change, evolve, and be different and change their perspective. But when you're confronted about it, why be so cantankerous, ornery? You have an attitude for being asked, why are you backpedaling? Why are you being a hypocrite? Why are you double talking? Why you launch something saying that you would never launch, and you all indignant about it? Get out of here. You will never get an ounce of my money or my energy. It's not your money. You want to see something done, you do it. But Mr. You want to see something done, you do it, said, you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. We had somebody put out a list, like some kind of chart, a list of like maxis, maxis. Let me see if I can pull up the This chart is, I'm just going to speak about the chart real briefly. I can't even pull it up on the computer because my setup is janky. Nobody cares. Wait, first of all, checks my post, said great stream with Dr. Moore. Oh yeah, appreciate that, man. New level of respect on the no problem. Not a problem. I enjoyed that stream with Dr. Moore. Go check out that stream, guys. It's on the channel called Hex Guild. I was chopping it up with Dr. Moore last week. Noonie says, yo, Wonder, you kidding, but Rug.pull as like the Pump.fun joint is a dope name. Hey, maybe they already have it. When we already talk about in crypto, things move so fast, maybe that's already a thing. Like, that's probably a thing of the past. Rug.pull? Yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah, it is a dope name for sure, man. Yeah, right. Keep up the good work. I don't work for you. Archie S says he enjoyed the conference. Lots of alpha. I hear you, man. If you got got to learn and receive some good information for you, that's a win, man. That's a win. But early hexagon characteristics. This Excel weird spreadsheet. And I'll just say this: they got the core coin maxis, they got and other groups, right? Other groups that represent like meme coins, other sub communities in Pulse Chain. And when it came to things like United Front, like how together are these groups of people within the community of Pulse Chain are? How strong are they? Do they have any leadership? Are they together? Is the bond real? Is this solid? Blah, blah, blah. They believe that maxis or core coin maxis have none of the above. No leadership, no real voice, no bond, no solidarity. We're not a united front. In other words, right? There's no togetherness of not. That has been the furthest thing from the truth. The furthest thing from the truth. What was Pulse Nation? Pulse Nation was a thing before Pulse Chain launched. I remember the gentleman asked me to get on the stream right after the whole Jake Sharp incident. Weird stuff. Like he left Pulse Chain. He was sliding in everybody's DMs to join his mastermind around that time period. I want to say around March, April-ish of 23. It was before Pulse Chain, Pulse Nation was a thing before Pulse Chain launch. As soon after Pulse Chain launch, it was just the guys. Like we saw how everybody just jumping ship. They defect. It's like you keeping the same message about what Richard Hart used to talk about. You keep that same message, and it's almost like you look like you're a weirdo. And this dude is talking about you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. But clearly that's not towards Pulse Nation. That's not towards core coin believers. Absolutely not. We brought information. The famous clip of him saying to that person that he doesn't want anything built on Pulse Chain. Yeah, I had to reintroduce that to the world because folks forgot. And whether I don't know, because the last 2 years he's really been absent, whether he, updated his worldview or not. But I had to help people understand, like, listen, y'all forgot. This dude don't care about all that other extra stuff. He don't care about you shilling in his chats. Like when he used to stream and be, stream, he wasn't supportive of folks shilling coins that the chat wasn't talking about, that he wasn't talking about, that he wasn't supporting. He wasn't about that. And all of a sudden now, the cat's away and the mice will play since 2023. That's how it's been. Yeah, we get that because it's a blockchain. We get all that. But you understand, like with this blockchain, and when most of everything on the blockchain is a bunch of garbage, people are going to be exposed to that. And then they're going to experience loss. They're going to experience loss. You can't stop it. But when groups like Pulse Nation would just say, no, we're going to stay committed to Richard Hart. That created more division. That created more contention. Why? Because the grifters, the people with the grift, even if you weren't a grifter, you weren't born a grifter, you just became a grifter because you learned how open field and wild west this is. You are what you are. And you are the company you keep. Right? Y'all just saw a wide open lane to just create opportunities for yourself. And it's forget about the main core coins. Forget about just that message. Forget about pushing that. Because you mad too, because Richard Hart is gone, quote unquote. He ain't around like that. And so now you're scared because you depend on him to pump your coins, to pump the market, to pump the bags. But this guy will come back too and do a stream for Christmas and talk about, you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. What? And then you got people putting out charts about how core coin maxis had no leadership. Are you crazy, son? Are you crazy? Had no leadership. Where? The whole term, because y'all keep forgetting. Y'all keep forgetting. And I'm going to say this until I stop, until I decide to stop. Don't let people lie to you and think that they were the first ones that were labeled as toxic in this community. Don't let any sub community on Pulse Chain lie to you and tell you that, oh, they were labeled toxic because they were calling out scammers. That is the furthest thing from the truth. You know when? Because y'all keep forgetting. You know when the term toxic came up? When you had the likes of Mr. Pumpernickel and his sidekick Robin on a Pulse Nation late night stream. Late night. It was during the middle of the week, 2023, summer of 2023, when they were everybody having a good time. I mean, it was maybe like 4, 5, 6 people on the panel at one point. Late night. Bring your own beverage. Everybody chilling. Barbershop style talk. And when you had the good doctor himself, Dr. Disciple, come through and he's spitting his real, he's talking his talk based off his experience. Not only was it seem like entertaining because it was too raw and gut-wrenching, but it was the truth, what he was talking about. That set it off. That blew everything off the hinges in that stream to the point where Pumpernickel and Robin were squirming on that stream, squirming. You go see the discomfort. Pumpernickel didn't expose his face because he hides behind blackface. He's done that for a very long time, which also sends weird messages of being some type of racist. Like this is stuff that y'all supported. These are the behaviors and activities that y'all supported. Never mind the fact that his projects, the name of his trash are hypersexualized. All right, you got some hypersexualized pervert dying to be recognized as a leader on the stream with these guys, squirming because Disciple is giving them a run for their money. And so when that stream, right? Because people don't like the truth when the truth is being told to them. Even if it wasn't even a thing of like just being adversarial. Granted, that same day, they jumped on the stream, meaning Batman and Robin jumped on the stream. Pumpernickel and Robin jumped on the stream early in that day. This is one day when they jumped in the middle of the day and then late night. Oh, yeah. It was cool. Everybody laughing. Pumpernickel sent a super chat. $99. I don't know if it was in foreign currency. I don't know if it was in US currency. $99 that said Disciple for president. Who in their right mind, if you had a problem with what Disciple was saying live and direct on a stream and you were purported a leader, you're a millionaire because they threw millions at your ICO sacrifice that you followed, copied. No, never mind how you the projects you launched were just forks of Ethereum projects already. That's already on Pulse Chain. That's another story for a different day. In other words, you rich already. You got your money, all this, on that. You weren't uncomfortable at the time when Disciple was kicking the rail. You threw $100 super chat. So we thinking everything is copacetic. Everything is cool. Maybe a day or two later, we started seeing information going through social media about how Pulse Nation, toxic. Toxic. This is before Richard Hart got served by the SEC. This is before Richard Hart, the movie, came out. This is before they had the 7-hour stream, the 7-hour spaces that they did not record. A lot of y'all don't remember. You don't respect history. But after that late night, John, that they were happy about it, even through a super chat. Oh, now they started in their feelings. Maybe within the same week. It was days. You started to hear, oh, Pulse Nation, these guys are toxic. They drink, they're alcoholics, this and that. Foolish nonsense, right? Makes you think, oh, wow. Now it's about being called names. And in my mind, I can't help but to look at, well, what's the distinction here? Is it because, like, what's the distinction here? What's the problem? We're only talking about, and I say we because it is we're only talking about what RH has been talking about for a very long time in this crypto shit, right? Right? No, it's because when you're told that we can tell when somebody is lying to you, when someone is trying to con you, right? When someone's trying to play a game on you, how you could read between the lines, how a lot of us grew up around, a lot of black people, a lot of black kids, we grew up around the dregs of society. And it's not just about no other demographic or ethnicity has. No, we just speaking from that perspective and trying to say, listen, man, like, you got what you got going on. And he even said it. He even said, like, there's nothing wrong with their project. He said their projects were dope. He said their projects were dope. Their hypersexualized decks and coins and foolish nonsense they got over there are good. They're dope. I probably even think he said, you know, that he supports them. In that same stream. Then no less than a week later, they're toxic, you know, alcoholics, or, you know, bad for the community. Then he gets on the 7-hour stream that he erased because it was recorded. Then he asked Robin to erase it because initially it was recorded, where he asked all these fake ass leaders in the community, fake. I'm telling you fake because it was fake then and they're still fake now. Straight up. Because they're not about shit but themselves. They act like they were about leading the community in Richard's absence. Because the name of the stream was The Elephant That's Not in the Room. Couple times in that stream, spent 7 hours listening to something that I lost 7 hours of my time, but I caught him saying this twice, at least twice in the stream, that the community is going to have to get together and break the maxis, because the maxis are toxic. All of a sudden now the maxis became toxic because a few black men, black faces, told you about certain ills and social ills and dregs of life that you could be mimicking and duplicating and exemplifying. Mr. Black fucking face. You see? But y'all support this bullshit. Y'all support that. And you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. What's people gonna say? They're gonna say, oh no, be positive. Why don't you tell them to be transparent and be real? They're not going to. I'm gonna tell you like this. Pulse Nation, sometimes I speak about them like, you know, in a way where because they're a core within themselves. Because Post Nation, even Post Nation, like it's like this. They got it even better than I do. You know why I mean what they got it even better than I do? They have the understanding of just being fully disciplined, committed, and just focused on what the plan is. You believe in RH? Them dudes show by example. On stream and have fun doing it like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. I'm an old man who talks shit, and I'll talk about Richard to no end in a crazy way and still be supportive, but he's gonna hear my mouth like that. I'm gonna talk crazy about Richard and not care. I'm gonna talk crazy about Richard. That's not their style, though. That's not their style. Meaning Post Nation. You want to have somebody like believe in you, be loyal on your team, like really? That's what they exemplify. But what we hear from the founder is, you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. Come on, bro. Meanwhile, 95% of what's taking place on the chain, 95% of what you hear on social media, 95% of what's going on these timelines take the eyes away from the core. Take the eyes away. You talk about eyes, bring more eyes, bring more attention, direct mail, more eyes. Not every sub community, I would say, is trash. Not every sub community is trash. But you have a lot of people that have big mouths that think now that they have a say and that they are an authority because people threw millions of dollars at them. Can you imagine, folks? People who had no experience with nothing in crypto related. I mean, no experience. They barely could explain to you the operations of a hex coin, T-share. Nothing. The community threw millions at them. You want to talk about, this is why I say sometimes they're so indignant. They're so ungrateful. They can't even thank Richard just for the sake of that. They will never publicly even open their mouths and thank Richard. I don't give a fuck if it's about, you avoiding some kind of legal scrutiny, you acknowledging such and such and such and such because of whatever by saying thank you and this and that. But they show how ungrateful they are by being disrespectful, right? By talking down on everything that got us here. You talk down on it. They sponsor something. What do you think the sponsorship is supposed to promote? Why do you think a sponsorship took place? It's to promote whatever they represent, which is not what got us all here. It's to promote their grift. And then there's too much connections where people are saying like there's a lot of criminal stuff taking place. Like it's just dirty. It's dirty with them. Like it's dirty. It's already dirty is weird. But it's, you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. That couldn't have been Richard, y'all. That couldn't have been him. That couldn't have been like that couldn't have been him doing that. That couldn't have been him, y'all. You know, like I don't trust nobody. Yeah, you know, absolutely not. I'm not trusting nothing they talk about. I'm trusting nothing on the internet. Nothing. I'm paying attention to what we got going on by way of math and code and et cetera, and how it's going to be utilized. You got these influencers, half of them promoted unity, shielded on the people and pretended like, oh, I never shielded. The dog and pony horsey man talked about he never promoted and shielded. And then the same internet, don't forget, this is why these people think the community is filled with buffoons and imbeciles. Mr. Energies, take my energy. Get out of here. You know you're not worth anything. Because all you exemplify, all you show is hypocrisy, contradiction. And you want folks to pay you for that? Pay you for being a hypocrite? And what they get out of it? What's their return on investment? A bag of losses, regrets, and sorrows? The dude was like, oh no, I never referred, I never did a referral link, I never shilled and this and that. And then the same post you would see somebody put up that he supported the Unity token. Is this the type of person you want to say that you're investing in their promise that's going to yield you immeasurable rewards towards your generational wealth? Are these the type of people you want to trust in? And then the person is so attention seeking, seek so much attention, they're like, should I stay or should I leave? You know you're a piece of shit, and you're asking people if you should stay or go. This is how much attention seeking they are, starving for attention. You people are crazy. Social media brought the worst out of some of these people, man. And then when you hear shit like, you guys are amazing, you're doing a great job, that gives them more fuel to continue to scam. And it gives me more fuel to check all those narratives, not to check them and accept them, but to check and reject them, step all over them, bro. You're dealing with people, livelihoods. Like some folks, they quit working because they got the bag with Hex and they've been struggling, and all they did was now reinvent the hustle. Okay, which grift? How many coins I got to launch? Yo, I got to keep up my lifestyle, man. I got to keep it up. Little Richards running around, thinking that they know something better than RH himself. Little mini Richards running around. Yo, I got my own ecosystem, my own launch coin, launch this, launch that. I'm gonna build my rugpull.com win nobody cares. Yeah, you know, I'm tired of riches, so I'm gonna jump on Solana, you know what I'm saying, and do my squirrel possum coin and fail over there. After they threw 5 million that way, they threw 7 million at Unity. Huh? They threw 9 million at Symintra, 15 million at who? Who? Power City and shit. And what? Yeah, yo, like, and then people are just trying to tell you, yo, see, they don't understand how liquid loans works. They don't see the model. They don't see the power in how liquid loans has been working for people. Wait till they wake up and see. You see the TVL of the BBL. You see the BBL and how it's launched, how it's locked, right? Right. This is liquid loan, the power of liquid loans, the stuff that you guys been fudding. You don't know what you're talking about. You just don't know. Because if you did know, you would know how to do what you're supposed to know so that you could get what you need to know and never sell. Then you got weirdos who promoted liquid loans in Power City, and promoted meme coins and all this other stuff, talked weird and sideways about RH and wearing bathing suits and shit, want to block people talking the truth like me, like your man, like Crypto One, you know what I'm saying? I talk the truth, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm not perfect, but I like to be honest and genuine and not disingenuous, but genuine and real. Yeah. Gonna block me because my words are too eviscerating. Would dice you up like a Gensu. You mad because people look at you like you are a ditz? People don't take you serious. They objectify you. That's not a win. At least pretend. If you got some good looks, you leverage the good looks with a little bit of your subpar intelligence. Pretend like you're intelligent, but don't do too much. This one be trying to do extra, look cool, and you look crazy corny. Like crazy corny, like oh man, it's cringe. We're too old. We could tell. Some people just have it and others don't. Just be you. Stop trying to be something you're not. And you flip-flopping. But you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. We can't count how much trash. I can't, man. Z5555 in the building. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Snakes in the grass for real. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird, man. Weird. You got your man that was sliding in grown men's DMs. I couldn't, man, but all for the money. Sliding in grown men DMs. Talking about, oh, join my mastermind. What? Join your mastermind. Then you jump ship, you leave PulseX, you leave Pulse Chain, and go build your operation on Ethereum. You people don't know what they're doing, folks. And they act like they do. When people listen, the thing that folks when the hype goes away, everything has its hype cycle, right? And the problem with crypto is keeping people interested to buying back whatever it is that they once bought. After they sell, the hardest thing that I've seen crypto coins and tokens and projects have to suffer through is keeping people interested to buy back. It's just that's it. And folks are trying to find new ways to just say, hey, listen, if you buy this token, all you got to do is hold it because you're going to get taxed when you buy, you're going to get taxed when you sell it. But while you're holding it, you're earning all kinds of APYs, right? To keep them holding the token, to keep them interested. Because you don't keep them interested, it's a zero. And then the other one, oh, if you stake this coin, right, you'll be entitled to X amount of percentage during X amount of time. You trying to keep people interested, because once they lose interest, the thing becomes virtually worthless. I don't care how fire your technology is. If no one wants to buy it and no one wants to use it, is rendered worthless. Has no value, worthless, nothing. That's the struggle that you see manifesting all throughout crypto, all throughout crypto, DeFi, this and that, and this. A person who has a bag of BTC right now, 5 Bitcoins, and they sell their Bitcoins. You think they're going to be eager especially if they made profit, crazy profit. You think they're going to be eager to buy back at a high clip, a high price, to buy back, not only buy it back, but buy back more at a higher price? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Unless you just some kind of anomaly, like some Michael Saylor who don't care, and you know, he wants to have Bitcoin after he's dead. He wants to hold Bitcoin for 99 years. That's what he was. That's the conversation he was having back in 2019, 2020, not 2019, but 2020. That's what he was talking about, 2020 into 21. What would it take, guys? Well, imagine thermonuclear dynamics holding Bitcoin for 99 years. 99 years. MicroStrategy is in the, come on, bro. He would do that. He won't care what the price is. But some regular, nondescript, regular human being like you and I, we make a profit off of BTC. You think we're gonna be eager? You bought in at 15K. That thing went up to 100K, and you sell. What's the likelihood of you buying back at 95, 100K again? What you think you're gonna make? The same X's you made from 15 to 100? No, don't hold your breath. Not this cycle. No. And that's Bitcoin, the predecessor, the origin of all this. Come on, man. People, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And then you got to think about branding. The OG coins that have been around, bro. That's worth something. These motherfuckers want to come out with new stuff to infuse and dilute you and distract you. And people think it's okay that their monies are just losing power times a million X. Worse than the dollar bill, than the inflation rate and how the dollar bill, eats at our purchasing power every damn day. In crypto, it's times a million X, because you got a million different coins being thrown at you in a million different directions that all experience the same cycles. And folks disrespect history. They disrespect everything dealing with, like, right, rhythms and normalcy and how patterns and how things unfold and occur and unravel and cycles and repeating itself, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. It's quality over quantity, folks. People be having diversified. What's up? People be having, let's say, yo, my portfolio, I got like 100,000 for some. Somebody told me recently about their portfolio game. And I was listening. And it reminded me of how I was when I first got to, like, oh, my portfolio, I'm holding this, I'm holding that, I'm holding this. And they, you don't know. It's like, oh, look, you trying. I'm like, yo, man, I don't know, man. You just don't know. You just don't know. But when you hold, when you hold in, what's crazy, folks? When you hold in, you succeed, right? Depends on the coins you hold in, though. But we still trying to, this bull market. When is the bull market going to really do its bull thing? Because now it's getting annoying. I don't care about some president. Y'all waiting for Trump to come in January 20th. Should have been booming, man. It needs to boom already. It needs to boom. The bull market needs to boom. These turn of events are a little different. It's taking super long. So as long as it takes for the bull market to really show its horns, I hope it stays around real long too. I hope it shows I hope it doesn't just hang around for 3 months and then leaves. I hope it lasts for no less than a year. Like when it really, you know what I mean? Come on, man. When it really presents itself. I hope the bull market stays around for a year, a strong year, and then you could disappear and do whatever go back to bear and blah, blah, blah. But nah, man, it's looking like, man, it's a bull already. Bitcoin already, you know what I mean? Like it's already a bull. It's not. I mean, it's this is a bull. I feel like a super bear, man. I feel like hibernation. And you got people for meme coin communities that used to disrespect RH. Now they're looking for support for a DEX. Now you're looking for support. Talk about you didn't mean to be toxic. Yeah, you are. You did mean to be toxic. That's your angle. That's why people gotta be careful. But folks on the internet don't care. They don't use their brains. They don't think critically, right? They think that whatever they see, it should be what it is, and it's not. And take everything at face value. Take everything at face value. I mean, when you think about alpha, the gentleman earlier here said they saw the conference and they got a lot of alpha. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's good. You got alpha. That's actually very good. I hope the alpha serves everyone well. But I'm gonna tell you a certain kind of alpha we got, which was based on actions, right? I like to go by actions, and the actions that were taking place, it just left a lot to be desired. I saw the actions, the activities that were taking place by people in this shanty town that's supposed to be good actors, right? Within this community, their actions spoke louder than whatever alpha they spoke about through their mouths. And it's that kind of thing where your man said, you guys are amazing, you're doing a great job, you're doing great work. Nah, bro, that shit ain't great work. That shit ain't great work for you to tell people that they're doing amazing and it was great work. Meanwhile, the community, the chain, right, suffered a lot of losses directly and indirectly. So how is that supposed to be amazing? Suffered a lot of losses from the activity of bad actors, from the actions of bad actors that you even support. Richard Hart. Like, is that? That's why I say I don't think he's the one doing the socials. If I mean, think about it, before Pulse Chain, when he was around, how people used to be excommunicated from this community, it was crazy. Richard would publicly do something, like not publicly, it would just do something and it would become public information that Richard unfollowed somebody. Boom. That's the antecedent. That's the fire starter right there. Why did you unfollow nondescript person? Oh, because nondescript person started shilling something, or they did something bad that adversely affected and harmed Hex users. And then the Hex people would just read whoever the riot act and chase them out of the community like it was nothing. Today, 2025, it's the exact opposite. It's welcome back. Welcome back, grifter. I know you're an amazing person, even though you don't talk about Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and you got your own coins and you launched and got monies from the same community that built all of this, and you're gonna continue to remain indignant and ungrateful, but you're amazing. You're doing a great job. It can't be him doing his socials, because if it's him doing his socials and he's lucid, if he's in control of his social media accounts and he's in his right state of mind, like he's lucid, some shit is different. Some shit is amiss. I'm telling you right now. Telling you right now, bro. Telling you right now. You can't wait for black faces to come on the scene in May 2023, want to have a good time. You got people from all ethnicities and backgrounds. I'm not discriminating when I talk my talk like this, but you have black faces come on the scene, come together and try to push Richard Hart narrative, Richard Hart philosophy and style of investing and knowledge and education. And then for everybody, oh shit, the niggas are here. We gotta bail. Damn, we gotta bail. We gotta try to find a way to break them. We gotta, kill the narrative. We gotta make sure that everybody knows they're toxic. Oh, they were drinking on that one stream. Oh, they were drinking. You saw how they behaved? Alcoholics and all this bullshit. Very hypocritical. Make you feel like, yo, what's this about? What's this about? You think that's gonna shake somebody too? You think that's gonna shake somebody out? No. It ain't that easy. That's the truth. It ain't that easy. Not like that. It ain't that easy. No. But we see. It's almost like you can see the thing unfold before it even happens. Come on, blackface. You come out in blackface. What's the implications? What's the connotations to the point where now you don't even do that anymore? But that's a part of who you are. That's a part of your history. It's on the internet, and folks will never let you forget it. And that's why I document my information and I put myself out there specifically about people like Pumpernickel. Because it will be on the internet for as long as YouTube lives. It will be there. It'll be here. It'll be on the internet to combat the nonsense that these racist pieces of shit and liars have been conducting the entire time they've been here. We've seen screenshots in Telegram groups. Same people, Batman and Robin. Same people. Talk about, yo, that nigga this, that nigga that. Yeah, same people. Same people that y'all exalt. That y'all praise. And guess what? You never heard myself, Pulse Nation, or anybody else say, yo, cancel these motherfuckers. Huh? You never heard that, though. You never heard cancel. Because they're pieces of shit. Nobody cares. Like, when I say nobody cares, it's almost like, I do care. This is why I've been saying this. Like, really, in deep down in my heart, for real, I do care. This is why I always talk about it. But people are so indifferent. If things don't affect them directly, it's almost like it doesn't even exist. That's what I mean when I say nobody cares. Because they rather remain aloof than attuned to the foolishness, just to be aware of what's going on. Right? Nah, these people, no good, no bueno. And if you're comfortable of being blackface and peruse and this and that and that and get no pushback. I mean, like the term sheeple, right, is appropriate for the situation here. And you know what's super comfortable? It's like, all of y'all talk that maxi shit. Y'all talking that maxi shit. Your shit is so real, man. I mean, thing is just so, I'm so comfortable in what I do and what I say is because I know and I'm familiar. I'm familiar with the trash y'all got out there. I'm very familiar. Oh yeah, close, deeply familiar. Deeply familiar to a point where I just, it's like it's off-putting. Shit just comes to me, bro. Shit just comes to me. Familiar. That's why I'm able to talk and I speak to people. I speak on these devices to share information. Because what would I be? What good would I be if I didn't share some of this pivotal information that I think could help somebody else who's brand new, who's entering this space? to keep them from experiencing unnecessary loss, right? Don't think that just because I go at people like Pumpernickel and I haven't had good reason to. Especially when I confronted them on Twitter and say, "Hey, what do you mean about breaking toxic RH maxis in your 7-hour stream?" And he denied even saying that. He denied saying that. That showed me who I was dealing with. If you're gonna lie about something like that, you would lie about anything and everything at any point. You're already in blackface. You're in blackface, but you sound like the only Caucasian. You're already right moving. Your foundation is already questionable. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's crazy because I'm familiar. I'm familiar more than I'd like to be with their projects, right? You want to talk about maxi this, maxi that. Oh, yeah. In order to be a DGen, you have to understand what a DGen does and what a DGen is and how a DGen operates. That's why a lot of us can identify the foolishness before you even come to the internet footstep, the front of our internet door. We see you coming a mile away. We see you coming a mile away because we played these games many times over already. What makes you different? Oh, because you have social consensus, popularity, leverage. People like you. Oh, you cool? You've been around for years. Folks can quote unquote vouch for you. Why you have to introduce something new? If it's not game changing, if it's not a real breakthrough, why do you have to introduce something new? Why can't you just talk about and support what's been working here? Why are you taking away? You want to talk about energies, people leaving, and should they take their energies elsewhere? Why are you taking your energy away from something that's been working to move it to something else where there's no history, no foundation? You don't even have experience with this crypto stuff. And a lot of you who have experience is lackluster, meager results. You're achieving nothing. And that's a problem if that gets called out? No, it's not a problem if it gets called out. It's a problem they see it as a problem is because you're taking potential money away from their scammy pockets. We have 4 coins, Richard Hart. That already divided our attention. How many ways? 4 coins on Pulse Chain. We still on Ethereum. So we need Ethereum and Hex on Ethereum. So that's 6. Our attention has already been spread out 6 different ways at minimum, if that's all you care about. If all you care about is some Richard Hart coins, you're going to need Ethereum. Especially if you've been in the project since 2019, you're going to need Ethereum to deal with your Hex that's over there. That's 2. Plus the 4 on Pulse Chain. That's why they add to, oh, Richard Hart, oh, it's not core coin and all this stuff and that and this, that, and this. So what they want to do is distract you even more, tell you about all this, the liquidity, magic talk, web, all this and Pulse Chain, this and that. You could design whatever you want to design. But when you start talking down about the main situation that got us here, you lose me. You lose me and my attention and my support altogether. Nobody talks about Hedron anymore. Nobody talks about Semicosa anymore. Nobody talks about the Perpetuals Maximus anymore. Nobody talks about a lot of things anymore. They don't. As if those things don't work anymore. But this is the whole thing. If you can't keep people interested in buying whatever you got, and they did their best to attach tokens to the staking protocol, to attach their coins to Hex and the staking mechanism within Hex. They tried their best. So that way, each and every year Hex exists, they could also be in the conversation and remain relevant. They tried their best with those things, yo. As long as you stake, you earn Hedron, right? You want to stake your Hedron, you earn some Icosa. They tried their best. Hedron Icosa bonded to the T-share rate. Icosa bonded to the T-share rate twice. They tried their best. He tried his best to create a story or a mechanism attached to Hex every year so that folks won't lose interest. Tried their best. Maximus of Perpetuals, right? You got 1 year, 3 year, 7 year, 10 year, 15 year. The first thing was a Maximus, the 15-year thing, raise money to stake 150 million. They went well above 150 million Hex. Well above, I think up to 250 million Hex. And all you could do, you could hold the coin, and it's almost like it's a claim check for Hex, the actual coin, but they want to do something to create the story to connect with Hex. As long as Hex exists, they can remain relevant. But I don't hear shit about Icosa. No, you know, Alex and them, he was doing something last year. And I don't know, man. What happened? Then Maximus, you know, them guys, they I don't know if it's because they're young, you know, it's like, you know, this just once they decide to do something, there's no changing their mind. They don't even care. It's just like, oh, there's just throwing out contracts. Then you had the floor and the poly contract, the fall of 22. Created problems. Just like Alex had a flaw in the Icosa contract, the fall of 22. Created issues and questions to where I had to question their capability naturally, because everything we were going by was flawless uptime, no admin keys, right? Show me the audited contract saying everything got to be A1. No blemish, no hiccups, no bugs, no flaws, no critical nothing. And once they got a critical something, I'm giving them nothing anymore. Like nothing. It's just like, sorry. Not sorry. I got to protect my money. I got to protect my money and respect it, because no one's going to do it more than I am. And forget about everything else that came after that. Everything, all these other people. To this day. Them guys are so like, I don't know what happened to the whole, you know, Dipcat. He's still pissed off. He heated. Like, you could tell. They were saying like during this week that he was on a conference talking crazy about Hex. And the majority of his coins tied to Hex. And he's talking crazy about Hex because of the whole thing Richard did last year in March. The community chose, and all that community, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Johnny Chaos in the building. The opposite of Maxi is dumpster diver. Mix, aka July Soul, Lucky 13th. Yeah, people maxi talk. I don't listen. When you say something to somebody and it's just unwavering and they just deflect or don't address, like, what would you like to see built? Built. What would you like to see built on Pulse? If it was up to me, I wouldn't want to see anything built on Pulse Chain. That complete. That's like They don't. It doesn't register in the mind because you already have all this stuff up to May of 2023 of Ethereum. You have it all on Pulse already. You have it there. You have it there. It's there. Oh, like you said, you want to see. You want to see chain link. Oh, we got chain link. These people forgot about all that. These people dismissed all that. They deflect, right? They none of that matters. Like, things were already built on Ethereum. You're getting a copy of everything on Ethereum up to May 2023 is going to be copied on Pulse Chain. Build what? These people, Pumpernickel, Batman, and Robin. Not only did they get sacrifice monies, the dude wearing in blackface, a racist piece of garbage. He raised money to launch something that already existed on Ethereum. You did a fork of a fork. You forked, no, like Liquidity. No, not, was it Liquidity? Yeah, that's the liquid loan. Oh my God. Like, oh, please, man. You got a Liquidity, a P version of Liquidity on Pulse. No one cares. This is what I mean by like these Ethereum people, they're not getting it either. They're not getting it. But these other guys did the whole GMX Aave fork, Pumpernickel and Robin, right? The Aave, as if P, Aave, and GMX don't exist on Pulse already. But want to talk to you about something building. BuildYourRug.pull. You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. Nah, buddy. Nah, buddy. Nah, buddy. Nah, buddy. Mm-mm. Batman kicked the door one. Mix. Y'all out of control. Mix. I used to try liking Batman, but I saw he kicked the dog once. You guys, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It's about that time. It's about that time. There's never a dull moment. Stay focused, people. There's never a dull moment in these DeFi streets. Don't listen to these people that once told you your exit liquidity and an insufferable RH coin maxi, when now some of these people are apologizing for being toxic because they want you to buy into their new decks. Make no mistake about it. Like, that's another thing I don't understand. I do understand, but it makes you look crazy. Like, I can't take anybody serious, especially a person who's fundamentally, legitimately said that they cannot support Richard anymore. How am I going to take you serious when all they present is hypocrisy and contradiction? Whether it's Jake Sharp, whether it's Jack Levin, right? Whether it's all these sub communities that came out of from Pulse Chain attacking Richard. You create all kinds of weird situations going on, make critical flaws, all kinds of mistakes, fumble and bumble, but you throwing daggers and darts at Richard, right? Now you're talking about you sorry or whatever. From what I was told, you no longer talk. You apologize for being toxic because blah blah blah. But now you want people to be aware of a new Dex. That's because that Dex is going to benefit you, right? Why are you apologizing? Why can't you stand on business, like the kids say? Why can't you stand on your square? Because it wasn't about principle. It wasn't about morals. It wasn't about integrity. It wasn't about ethics. It wasn't about honor. It wasn't about respect. It's about money. Forget about all that other stuff. It's about money. That's why when the green candles do come back, this is weird times. The green candles should have been here, in my opinion. This should have been raging since November of last year. The green candles should have been greening and candling since November of last year. When they do come back and rage, where you see your portfolio multiply daily, a lot of this narrative, these people have beef with each other and beef with RH and don't like RH Maxi and this and that, and all this fighting will disappear for the moment, because people are going to be so excited they're making money. But a person like myself will not forget. I won't forget these times. I won't forget these moments. Not at all. And that's that. Yeah, of course. Addy P, he said, I stay away from all the noise. I sleep well at night on my little t-shirts that I paid 10,000 X per share. Now will cost 30. Wow. See, but folks, forget about things. See, you paid 10,000 hex per t-shirt. Early days. Took advantage. And look, can't get that anymore. Cannot get that anymore. Isn't it 40,000 hex per t-shirt now? See? See? Can't get that anymore. But people say it's over for hex, this and that. They don't understand. They just simply don't understand. But we'll say, oh no, you're just waiting for Sag Daddy and Sag Daddy and clean butt bidet installing Sag Daddy clean butt to pump the market and this and that, and SEC and this and that and that and this. Listen, because I still believe the SEC gonna lose. They're gonna lose badly. Misery, like lose. Isn't Gary out? He ain't out yet? Officially out? Get out? No? He gonna lose. He losing. The fact that he leaving is a bad look. Bad look. I don't care if they even fine Richard. Fine him. Give him a ticket. I don't even care. That's a loss. That's a loss for them. That'll be a loss for them. And a win for DeFi, a win for crypto, a win for Pulse Chain. 100%. Looking forward. Because it's through these times when we look back, when things are doing so well and they raging and we one day closer to all these all-time highs, it's around these times when we look back and say, oh man, what were we doing at these times? Why didn't we do this? Why didn't we buy? Why didn't we accumulate? We should have kept dollar cost averaging. It's around these times that we look back and we say what we should have, could have, and would have done. So take advantage as best as you can with your information, your resources, your time. Your research. I don't give advice. I don't even, you know what I mean? I don't even own crypto. I can't prove anybody in my chat owns crypto. We're talking. We're talking about the events. We're talking about the goings on of the goings on. You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. You know, I still can't get it right. 8 years later. So what could, you know what I mean? 8 years later, I still couldn't get it right. I've seen my peers who come in 8 years ago who came now, they are well off. Well off. But it's okay. I congratulate them. And that gives me motivation to keep streaming. And live vicariously through my peers who've been successful in crypto that I've seen, right? Even with Hex, been successful with Hex, exactly. You know, working and then stop working because they just got rich off the coin, helped change their lives. Why is that narrative? Why should that narrative be diminished? No, doesn't need to be diminished. I can't diminish it. Man, I gotta look at these things. You know, I'm a man of a certain age, so you know, I already got 15 years as far as like stuff that I, you know, put out for 15 years. I already, you know, I already got stakes 15 years. But you know, whatever I do 15 years, it won't be for me because after a while, it's like, yo, 15 is crazy because of my age. We'll have no faith. You have faith in new, you know, shiny and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you, the new grift. Like, come on, man. Good luck with everybody that got something new going on that they want to help change the world and make the world a better place. Good luck. Hope you succeed and hope people don't lose unwarranted, unnecessarily. And that's another thing too. I'm sorry, but if you know somebody has a track record of producing bad projects and bad coins, and they're telling you they're coming out with a new project, run. For sure. Welcome to the would have zone. Would have. Green candles are a month late. I think it might be triplets. Yeah, they are. They are a month late. For real. They're a month late. I'm sick of it. They're a month late for real. It's weird times. These are weird times right now. I don't understand it. Yes, this is a crypto anonymous meeting. It is. Nobody could prove that it's not. You know what I mean? It is a Crypto Anonymous meeting. And my name is Crypto Wonder. I wonder. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're doing. You know what I mean? We got our 12 steps and all that to safeguard ourselves from falling victim to the hands of some vipers and grifters. Gripter. To falling victim at the hands of some vipers and grifters. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend. Remain vigilant. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to catch you all on the next one. Be good.